The slave master took Tom and dressed him well and fed him well and even gave him a little education. Gave him a long coat and a top hat and made all the other slaves look up to him. Then he used Tom to control them. The same strategy that was used in those days is used today by the same white man. He take a Negro, so-called Negro, and make him prominent, build him up, publicize him, make him a celebrity, and then he becomes a spokesman for Negroes and a Negro leader.
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
Imagine going from one of the most profound images of gangsterism to turning into a straight biatch. That's exactly what Snoop Kitty Cat has done. Yeah, we back on the Kitty Cat. We had got off of that. Cuz had a bump. He got marked out. Boo-boo. He has no backbone, spineless jellyfish. He's exactly the type of person Malcolm X was describing in the intro. Absolutely nothing good to say about him. And we have an update. O'Shea Du Jackson doing the heavy lifting on just how much of a sellout, no good, nothing, Rudy Poo, nobody he is. So with no further ado, let's see what they say. Snoop Kitty Cat has been up to.
By the end of 2016, Donald Trump had soundly beat Hillary Clinton for the presidency of the United States, and he was about to be inaugurated in January 2017. However, because of MAGA and Donald Trump's perceived racism towards Black America, Snoop Dogg came out with this warning.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you boo ass gonna be the first one to do it?
Imagine describing yourself in that fashion. He talking about himself.
Wait, I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom ass for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first? I'll be the one that performs for himself.
And even down the line, he came out with this.
I just want to say this real quick, not on the political shit. All you people for the federal government that not getting paid right now, ain't no fucking way in the world y'all can vote for Donald Trump when he come back up again. If y'all do vote for him, y'all some stupid motherfuckers.
But we all know what happened. January 2025, just 8 years later, guess who performed for Donald Trump's inauguration?
The Kitty Cat.
Snoop Dogg.
Damn!
Snoop Dogg went on to defend himself, saying that he was still, quote unquote, a black man, even though what he did was hypocritical. And people called out Snoop Dogg for being fake, rightfully so. If you're gonna stick to a position, then you should stick to a position. But that is not what Snoop Dogg did. And that was the only hypocrisy that Snoop Dogg had in 2025. Just a few months ago, in August, Snoop Dogg went to a podcast.
Wait, it gets worse.
And had something to say.
And she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
He's so slow-tarded, he couldn't just say, oh, they adopted it. We'll talk about it later. That's because he was part of the agenda the whole time. Piece of shh. Even while he was doing this clip, this was just a setup for the rollout. Let everybody know he was Skittle Skedaddle Rainbow Rider.
Situation happened because Snoop Dogg took his grandchild to the movie theater, and there was some level of a LGBTQ scene in the movie theater, and Snoop Dogg was pretty much shook. He didn't know how to respond to it, and he was saying that he wasn't in the movies for that. And again, this is probably him just saying how he truly feels about the situation. However, there were so many people that came out against Snoop Dogg, especially those in the LGBT community, saying that, you know, he should tell his grandson that not everybody will be heterosexual. And in this case, the gay agenda is just, you know, teaching people about the differences of people out there. And of course, not everybody agreed with this. Some people felt like, hey, if you're going to be gay or trans, listen, you have your own time to do that. I mean, people have
Leave our kids alone with it, please. We beg of you.
always been gay in the 70s, you know, 80s, 90s, and even before then. But why do you need to push it in a children's film? Like, why do you need to push that, you know, on television? Why can't you let people make the decision for themselves instead of basically coercing people into?
If it's such a natural occurrence, well, the climate is as such where no matter how young you are, you don't have to worry about not having a community to have open arms for you if you realize that is how you are. All this promotion is bush. Oh, my mama.
The decision. And of course, this argument went on for months and months and months. And then we found out that Snoop Dogg is doing this.
Love is Love is a record that my kids program, Doggyland, presented me, where it's the song where it's teaching love is love, it's teaching parenthood, it's teaching the situations that kids and the world is going through right now in a beautiful way through song, dance, melody, and just trying to
I want to say on behalf of the Keyway Nation, the machine that's been in motion even before I became a part of it, this ain't nothing crippin' about this, cuz at the same time you making all these announcements, homie, you need to just denounce crippin' totally, bro. All the real Keyways around the world are embarrassed by this, bro. And if ain't none of them in this space that's on these mics reacting and talking about content ain't gonna say it, I'ma say it, cuz this ain't crippin', cuz this corny. Any nigga that's calling themselves any kind of keyway that acknowledges Crippin' moving forward, you need to get a DPB revoked and booted, kicked in your ass too. This hella bum. How y'all gonna be politicking on the certain yards, talking about you can't do this and can't be here and there, and this is somebody that represents the car worldwide, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing on these podcasts. Man, y'all Crippin' bunk too.
get more understanding, clarity on how we live and the way we live. And I felt like this music is a beautiful.
There you go, how he felt. Fuck how you felt. Nigga, the facts is Keyways don't move like that. But he got that auntie rag. He stay with an auntie rag on. That's kitty cat.
Bridge to bringing understanding. This is a program that we've been doing for years where we involve kids, and these are things that kids have questions about. So now hopefully we can.
Man, I let my boys go to that bullshit Snoop football league. So look at this is the way he has morphed and evolved into his dealing with kids. He had a whole youth football league. I'm so glad he didn't try to usher this bullshit in back then. Could you imagine? And is this gonna trickle over to the league? Do they still have the league? Wow. Wow. This dude is a straight failure, disappointment. I don't give how much the world celebrates him.
Can help answer these questions and, help them to live a happy life and understand that love is love.
Now, Snoop Dogg is now changing his tune. He has a cartoon series and, he's changed his position and he's now saying that, hey, love is love. He's trying to beat around the bush with it, but it is clear that Snoop Dogg is making an inclusive cartoon that has everything to do with the LGBTQ community when just 2 months.
You might as well go on and get over there with Ray J and just do it up. Let some of them boys sit on your lap, the big ones, the grown ones that think they boys.
Months ago, he was not feeling that at all, and people are calling it out.
Anytime you step out of character, you step out of line, and you have clips going viral to where you don't understand some shit that they been understanding and trying to get you to understand, which I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying how they trying to put it in your head. They try to make people see this stuff all the time, because even if a kid, ain't thinking to be that way, never was that way, ain't got that, by them vividly seeing this all the time, people mimic what they see, especially children. Your big grown ass be scrolling on the internet and be influenced by other grown people. So I know for a fact children is being influenced.
Look how easily Snoop Kitty Cat was just influenced. They just flipped his whole script.
So even if they don't have that inside of them to be that way, by them seeing it all the time and putting it in their face, make them go and try it.
Now you went from calling out the agenda to being a part of the agenda. All right. And again, I don't have a problem with people who believe in whatever they believe in. Let's say, for example, you support the LGBTQ community. You support trans rights. Okay. If you do that, that's on you. But being consistent with your position should be something that you're proud of. Even if you're on the right, it shouldn't be, at one moment, somebody can buy you with a dollar sign and you can change your mind. We've seen Snoop Dogg do this on 2 different occasions. He's went from being, anti-Trump to working for Trump on the right, and he
thought being down with Bad Boy was gonna get you some change, so he wasn't loyal to Tupac either. He been a piece of shit.
been anti-inclusion almost when it comes to the LGBTQ agenda, to now using his platform to promote love is love. And so what does this tell you about Snoop Dogg? That people like him are not to be trusted. And let me just say this, and this is a lot of celebrities, athletes, and the reason why it is because these
Might be a lot, but right now it's Snoop Kitty Cat though.
guys are in it for money. And a lot of times people in the community are black people, they're offended when somebody makes this choice. But ultimately, entertainers are entertainers. You've heard
Yeah, they not keyways. Cuz ain't no keyway whatsoever, retired or none of that. He never really started. Keep it a Google, he been only a keyway industry-wise for his whole career. This what you get up out of them type of individuals. He's not even a real man. Been wearing French tips and shit.
so much from our cultural leaders, such as Malcolm X, that we should never depend on entertainers or athletes to lead political agendas because they don't have a real voice. They are already controlled by outside forces. And typically we see when it comes time for elections, who do they use to, get the voices for us? That they use the D.L. Hugleys, they use the Cardi B's, they use the Snoop Doggs. And the reality is not many of these people are loyal to their positions. Now, in the case of D.L. Hughley, he tends to be extremely on the left, but most people are moderate. They will go to wherever the money is at. And the reality with Snoop Dogg is he's somebody you just can't trust. And that's fine, but you need to understand that. This is just a warning to people, in the black community. If you have a problem with certain agendas or ideologies out there, you have to do the work yourself. We have to do the work ourselves. And this is something that we're gonna have to understand. Most of the people that we trust and believe in, especially if they're, in the higher societies, listen, they're gonna go whoever writes the check. You'll always see them at Black Lives Matter protests. I mean, anything that's, kind of left leaning, and then they live typically lives that are hypocritical. And I want to bring out somebody like Serena Williams, who is a, kind of an advocate for Black Lives Matter. And she calls out, racism and oppression. She just had this situation with this whole cotton thing, at the hotel in New York City. And then right at the Super Bowl, you have Serena Williams engaging in the Crip Walk. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, some of the people that are the biggest hypocrites are celebrities. And the only way to control celebrities is to use your own money to spend that money on celebrities, all right? Versus letting somebody else spend the money for you. The one thing that we must give credit to the LGBTQ community is they can get funding to push what they need to have pushed, all right? And even if a person doesn't believe,
I hop off, we start trying to force a way to get them credit. I don't give what they got. In this regard, Snoop Dogg making our community look bad in regard to what we affiliated with this fatherhood, this manhood, and this Keyway Nation. You dig it, lies? I don't support, don't none of the real ones support. He need to go to Keyway Court and father court, manhood court on my mama. And I just hope that's well understood.
I'm the one setting precedents everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I'm looking up. All my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong, but all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, whack 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. What up, Bone? It's the perfect type of beef for me to nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LA, ask Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Drag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm West Side connected. Used to flood the swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nuggies. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me actually has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with Titty Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy and the CTE, or the son of Easy E and the CPT. Project passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with me. Niggas used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Mack. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck with slow bugs, but name was Winslow. Should've said with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for $1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in hood nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
Always keep it hood. Unlike me. I'm a G on Crip. I'm slaying.
You have impacted them, only more so because you're not an actor playing a part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm real life.
actualize this shit.
Yeah.
You actualize. You made this shit reality.
Yeah.
They don't have the mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
The slave master took Tom and dressed him well and fed him well and even gave him a little education. Gave him a long coat and a top hat and made all the other slaves look up to him. Then he used Tom to control them. The same strategy that was used in those days is used today by the same white man. He take a Negro, so-called Negro, and make him prominent, build him up, publicize him, make him a celebrity, and then he becomes a spokesman for Negroes and a Negro leader.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.